different than a motherfucker. But now, was it more women that came out? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, there were. I saw an article through the magazine. I think it was Time, and they actually put their names in there, gave dates, and was like, "Yo, this is what happened when I was with Russell." 3 different women, 3 different stories, and it's just like they gonna try to hit us with this whole Bill Cosby shit. Well, everybody lying. They just want Bill. Bill was about to buy NBC. All this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Was Russell about to buy something? I don't know. I wasn't there, but.
So this wasn't for her. The lie detector test is saying that it was for someone named Carrie Clausen Kalighi.
So he's not gonna take a lie detector test and that asks him, "Have you ever sexually assaulted a woman?"
Right. It was only, "Have you ever sexually assaulted this motherfucking
Go ahead
woman?"
with that, Russ. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and so this nigga has the NYPD SVU. The NYPD SVU? Investigating his shit?
I don't give a fuck about the NYPD.
I mean, that just feels dramatic.
Garner.
It feels dramatic.
Fuck them.
It feels dramatic.
Let's get into some politics. Let's get into some politics. Let's get into some politics.
If you guys haven't already checked your timelines about this,
you late.
Roy Moore, right? Roy Moore lost. Roy Moore was the guy that was raping young girls. He was a pedophile?
And boys. I mean, just inappropriate as fuck.
He was a rapist and a pedophile. He was running for Congress in Alabama,
right?
And so once again, you know, a lot of people in Alabama was gonna vote for him. A lot of people were like,
"They did.
We don't care."
Did you see how tight that fucking race was?
Yeah, we don't care about
it. Was
that.
it was like better than the Trump Hillary race.
Yeah, except black women. Nah, 98% of the black women in Alabama went and voted, and they didn't vote for his ass. They voted for Doug Jones.
Doug Jones.
Who?
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones.
Yeah, shout out to Doug Jones. What I did like about just what he did, obviously, you know, his campaign manager and everybody in the constituency that just really were trying to push for a landmark win, obviously was behind the strategy. But I do like the strategy of him walking into Selma, walking into Mobile, walking into these historically racist ass cities and towns.
Dougie?
Yeah, Doug, making sure that, hey, I'm a white man. We're in Alabama, but we're not about to continue this motherfucking legacy that we've been putting on. So that I appreciate. This nigga genuinely has to show me more now just because I know his name.
Because if I don't believe you just because you doing this for politics. Like you could do a whole lot of shit when the camera in your face, but what are you doing when nobody's watching you, Mr. Doug Jones?
Right.
Because black women wasn't gonna tolerate no Roy Moore raping kids and all this other shit to win.
No.
You know what I'm saying? What was crazy to me again. It's always this whole black women as a savior for humanity. You know what I'm saying? It's like I saw a lot of tweets where people were thanking black women. Once again, y'all coming to the rescue.
Fake thanks.
And doing all this. And I think that whole rhetoric is like presumptuous as fuck.
Played.
You know, we got out there and voted for us. It wasn't for all of us, nigga. It was for us.
No, dead ass.
You know
it was just to let y'all know. So y'all didn't think that we could show up and actually stop some shit from happening?
They know we do, though.
No,
They know we do. That's why they were like, black women, yes, thank y'all once again. We get a pat on the back and a round of applause for doing shit that's right, but don't nobody say anything when we get wronged. You feel me?
Word.
So...
Which definitely, that's the topic that we're going to talk about later. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That part. That whole selective elevation.
Yes, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like pick and choose when you actually want to appreciate queens. Yeah. So real quick, know we touched on it before, but it's a big deal. Net neutrality is still kind of plaguing our timelines right now.
Yeah, and you guys still don't. If you still are unclear about it,
please do your research.
Yeah, just for what it's worth, I actually work in telecommunications, so I have a different insight about how they got this far with what they're doing in the first place. And when I say they, I mean like the FCC. The FCC is working with these big companies to basically sell the internet. You can go and sign a petition at action.aclu.org. That's action.alpha Charlie Lima umbrella.org, And you can go sign that petition.
Yeah, I think the vote just happened. I know that they were saying, I think 3-2 was the projected outcome.
So we're like, no, even with the uproar from the community, everybody's in the community, the public, the people, we are telling them, no, this is not what we want. And they did what they wanted to do anyway.
All right, discussion topics.
This is your discussion discussion topics.
So the topic that was weighing heavy on me again is just, you know, we have a lot of black women that we see this all the time. We, as black women, we see how we get slighted. We know. I think everybody knows that black women are marginalized. Black men may not want to admit to it because they like to feel like they're more oppressed than black women. But at the end of the day, even if you look at it, who makes more money at work? A black man is going to make more money than a black woman, typically.
Yeah, it's slowly changing.
Because we not taking a lot of shit anymore.
Because I know every nigga I done fucked, I make more than, so.
I can't say the same.
You know what I mean?
But we just want to talk about, you know, to everyone that feel like it's okay to only lift black women up when it is convenient for you. We think that black women deserve to be uplifted every day for especially the things that we do on the regular. Right. Not just something as simple as getting out and voting for somebody that's a pedophile, for getting out and not voting for someone that's a pedophile. We're not going to get out and vote for a rapist. I mean, granted, 49% of Alabama voters did vote, but fuck that. We just want to feel like we're not the last people that you can depend on. Right.
And that we're more than an aggressive body to fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool when our curves attract men, and it's cool when our hairstyles, you know, set trends, and it's cool when our music or the way we dance or moves our hips, you know, turns people on. Or it's even funny or entertaining when bitches is getting motherfucking ratchet or, you know what I'm saying, fighting and all this other and feeding into a stereotype. But we are so much more than that and so much more of a vast and diverse, you know, community.
I mean, we're all of that and then some. Because we all have different walks of life. We all have different things, different measurements of happiness. We all have, but what the thing about it is that we have a common goal, and that's really to be happy and to be black and be accepted for our blackness, not somebody biting off our shit and then, you know, profiting off of mimicking our blackness.
Right.
You can celebrate women that's not black for acting black and looking black and pretending to be black, but you won't even put the same black woman on the same pedestal.
No. Instead, they just rather make a white woman as black as possible and make sure that, you know, she's married to a black man and has mixed black babies and wears cornrows and injects her lips and injects her hips and all of those things subconsciously are cool. And then when it comes down to possibly talking about a black woman president, all of a sudden even black men are like, whoa.
Yeah. It's
but to be honest with you,
thing.
That's what I think our country needs. Our country needs black women in leadership.
Absolutely. And more black women in politics. Seriously. You know, Omarosa is one of a few. You know, Maxine Waters had a problem with that too. She was being looked at as, you know, the token black auntie that's in politics. And she talks about how everybody looks at her as this black savior in politics when it could be more black women in politics. Black women have a voice, and we only get these accolades when it's beneficial to y'all.
And it's also definitely what speaks kind of poignantly, really, to the reason why we've decided to do this show. It is okay to have a certain vernacular and a certain dialect and a certain appreciation of culture and still be able to walk into a boardroom or still be able to walk into a room full of non-black people and assume power and assume control and be able to turn off maybe the slang vernacular or the hood chick persona and turn into a businesswoman. That doesn't make you fake. That doesn't make you any less motherfucking ready to beat a bitch ass if she try you. You know what I mean? Like, so where is that solid blend and representation of the black woman that is amazing, the queen?
Because even in the smallest of in notions, but it's not small to these people, for the Golden Globes, We have these filmmakers that went out of their way. They put their hard work, sweat, and tears into making this beautiful movie, Girl Strip. And it was black. It was black women.
It was the best
at
black
Essence
actors.
Festival.
It was the crossover black actors.
You
You
know,
had Queen Latifah,
Queen
fucking
Latifah.
Jada Pinkett.
Queen Latifah.
I mean, who else was in that?
Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett. Who's the fourth? Regina Hall.
Regina fucking Hall.
Regina Hall.
First of all, Regina Hall,
was
Friday,
like
the
my
Boondocks,
spirit
nigga.
sister.
What? And then who else? Was it then Tiffany? Was it only four?
That was them.
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
okay.
four. It was,
Okay.
you know, a little quartet.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a pretty solid ass.
And they didn't
group.
get their recognition because, again,
Fuck the
black
Golden
women,
Globes, though.
You know what? It's that's what their platform is, though. If we want to get this recognition and get this notoriety, and you having this award ceremony, and you're not even going to acknowledge the beautiful work that we did, and it was the highest grossing movie of 2017.
Yeah, and see, so like, I'm conflicted there because I do understand recognition. I'm all for recognition. I actually don't involve myself in instances where my performance, my effort is not going to be recognized and set me apart from people. So I get that. It's just like I feel like maybe we should take that as a sign that we really do have the power. We really are the weight. And maybe start our own actors guild or whatever. You know what I mean? And I know
Jada said that.
and here's the thing, that's technically separatism, right? So I can't
It
be a
is.
hypocrite and then say inclusion is this, but then let's have our own thing. But what I mean with our own is I mean the collective woke consciousness that sees beyond, you know, not necessarily color, but sees beyond the stigma of affirmative action or the stigma of being pro-black. Like, pro-black isn't necessarily excluding anything. And I think when it comes to entertainment, there needs to be a period of time where it is pro-black. Like, just like what we saw this push with, like, not Power, but what was the other one with Cookie and shit?
Empire.
I can never remember that shit. But so Empire and shit, there's like this push for like blackness and black faces being represented in entertainment. But is it serious though? Like, is it a serious?
I don't even really
appreciation?
The push is not for us. The push is for them. It's for them. They're not recognizing us.
Them, and she's
And
showing the
so-
white side of her palm.
They not recognizing us, and I feel it because even on our own level as black women in everything that we do, we will have the same adversity that comes at our face. So my whole thing is just to send a message out to people that are on my level in my communication ring that I can actually meet and touch and, you know, talk to. Be more mindful of the perception that you have of a black woman because we're more. I guarantee you, we're more than what you think.
Yeah, and how you speak on black women in front of black men.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
language is very
just
powerful.
be careful.
Language
Yeah.
is what,
And I mean, we'll
language
have
is
so many more
persuasion.
episodes kind of just reiterating this fact. And obviously the dialogue socially agrees because look at everything that's coming into the media. But we just need more black women in charge.
We need more black support.
Black
You
women.
know what I'm saying? Support it. Because we, as black women, we get on and support everybody. If it aligns with our beliefs, we're going to support you. Now, granted, it's a lot of haters out there that doesn't have a color, a race, a gender, a
Oh,
creed.
girl, that's
on
a
it.
whole different other book
It's
because
a
them
lot of
bitches is
haters
just
out
hurt.
there.
Them bitches is just hurt.
But universally, we love and we going to support. And we like, yo, you doing what? Okay, I don't care if you gay or what. Let's do this. So that's all I'm saying, you know. Support us while we support you.
Word up, word up.
Yeah, and that's my word for the night, Shawty.
That brings us to the
Word for
end.
the night.
I mean, this motherfucking tequila, though, was everything. All right, though, bitch, but I'm checking out. Check it out. See y'all next week.
I'm going to sign out now.
Next week is going to be our Christmas episode, so that's going to be fun.
Nigga. I got so much shit to talk about for Christmas, but I tell y'all, we about to go ahead and log out. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. We need those. We love y'all, and thank you for listening. Have a good night.
Peace out.
Peace.